So, we all know the Roman Empire, the empire that stretched from the east to the west. But did you know that Rome was actually a republic? It was actually just a few villages built on a hill next to a shallow part of the Tiber River. But actually, this spot let them control the local salt trade, which is how they got rich in the first place. For over 200 years, Rome was ruled by kings, but in 509 BC, the Roman nobles overthrew their last king, a man named Tarquin the Proud. And after that, the Romans hated the idea of a king. So, to make sure no single person ever had total power again, they built a new system, a republic. And they split the job between the two men called consuls, and they only served for 1 year. And they could cancel out each other's decisions. And the Senate, which is made up of rich nobles, handled out the money and the wars, and the regular citizens who voted on the laws in the assemblies. This system was actually designed to be very slow and cautious. It worked great when Rome was just a city, but it completely broke down when Rome started to take over the whole Mediterranean, and the Republic died because of three major flaws. First, the government couldn't handle its own size. When Rome conquered new cities, they sent politicians out to govern them. These governments were far away from the Senate's watch, so they acted like corrupt kings, stealing money, building their own power, expanding their estates, and the Senate back in Rome was too slow and divided to stop them. Second thing, that Rome actually had an army so big that it turned against itself. In 107 BC, a general named Gaius Marius changed the rules so that poor, landless men could join the army. The problem was that the Roman government did not give these soldiers a pension, so instead the soldiers had to turn out to their generals to give them a land after they retire. So their loyalty started to shift to the generals instead of Rome. And the third thing is politics started to become violently toxic. For hundreds of years, Romans did not call each other over politics. But that changed in 133 BC, when a man called Tiberius tried to pass laws to give public land to the poor. The rich Senate didn't really like this, so they decided to beat him to death with wooden chairs. A decade later, they killed his brother, Gaius Gracchus, for trying to do the same thing. This taught future politicians a dangerous lesson. If they cannot win by voting, then they can just murder. Some people say that Julius Caesar destroyed the Republic, but I think the Republic was already vanishing by the time Julius Caesar entered Rome in 49 BC, because the same system that made Rome from a city to an empire is now the reason why Rome is so corrupt and inefficient. So Caesar didn't really break anything, he just entered the door that was already open.